Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I missed you guys a lot. It's like I was almost going to a month without posting anything on this channel, but I decided to drop down something here for you guys. I hope wherever you are chasing those dreams, you are implementing those plans, the vision that you wrote down at the beginning of the year. And the year is still starting, guys, and you still have a lot of time to chase that career, to chase that dream, start that business, or look for that job, or apply for that admission to a university. So I still continue to wish you well in your endeavors. Now, in this video today, I'm going to share with you guys a few tips that can help you to find a job from outside Canada. Well, I know it's not an easy journey. It's almost impossible, but it's possible, guys. There are people who are here in Canada and they got jobs from outside Canada. I'm here in Canada with my family. Of course, it's a different story, kind of, because my husband is a minister. That's how we came. But it's possible for you to find a job from outside Canada. Now, the first thing that I'll point out is your resume. You need to make sure that when you're making your resume, you are adapted to the Canadian style format. When I was entering the professional world, around 2006, thereabouts, when I was making my resume, I would put my date of birth, my marital status, and other information that was not quite relevant to the job application. So the same applies, guys, here in Canada. Just make sure that you put what is relevant. If your resume is in the Canadian style format, then it should not be more than 2 pages. In 2 pages, it's enough for you to be able to list your experience, your skills, and your qualifications. And make sure that when you're listing your work experience, you list it in chronological order. That is, you're starting from the most recent experience that you have, and you go back to all the other previous experiences that you might have. That way, you will get noticed by employers and they will know what you've been up to, what you are doing right now, and what you are able to offer to their organization. One other important thing when it comes to your resume is the keywords on your resume should be adapted to each job application that you make. I will not advise you to use the same resume to apply to different jobs, because each and every job comes with different specifications of what is required from the candidate. So it is very important when you go through the job description and the key skills and qualifications that the employer is looking for, that you go and modify your resume according to what the employer is looking for. Use keywords that the employer is looking for. If it's skills that the employer is looking for, sometimes you just need also to describe the skills that you have to suit the employer's skills. Now, I'm not saying you should lie and tell the employer that you have certain skills that you might not really know how to do. What I'm just saying here is that the wording is very important on your resume. That's number one. Number two, are you on LinkedIn? Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Because that's a very important platform that any professional should use to find a job. LinkedIn helps you to connect with employers. LinkedIn helps you to connect even with other people who are in your profession. If you are an accountant, if you work in insurance, if you are a social worker, if you are a teacher, whatever profession that you are pursuing, LinkedIn is a platform where you can be able to follow even other people in your field. You can be able to connect with human resources managers. You can be able to connect to hiring managers, send them a message and tell them that you are looking for a job. I've seen that recently. Some people actually write, they post on their profiles that they are looking for a job, you are open to work, or you actually post an update to your friends and other people that you are connected to so they can help you to find that job. Other job search websites that you can use is the Job Bank. I always recommend this one because it has jobs that are verified by the Canadian government. So the chances are very low for you to get scammed when you are looking for jobs using the Job Bank. And when you are searching for jobs on that website, you can always refine the search to suit what you are looking for. You can refine the search according to the provinces that you want to settle in. You can refine the search according to your profession. You can refine the search on whether you want to be working full-time or you are looking for part-time. So there's a lot of modifications that you can do when you go on the job bank. The same again with the CanadaIndeed.com. I love this one because that's where I got my current job when I came into Canada. So it's another website again that you can use to find a job here in Canada. Third tip that I'm giving, guys, is why don't you apply for jobs in small cities and rural areas? Thunder Bay here, it's a small city, it has a rural setting, and that's where I'm based. You will find that many people, when they come to Canada, they want to settle in big cities, and it's difficult to find jobs in big cities like Toronto or Vancouver because it's very competitive. Like if you are in accountant, if you are a business analyst or whatever profession that you are, you might find that you are competing from everyone from all the parts of the world, including also Canadians, because they also prefer those big cities. So it's important, guys, that sometimes you focus, especially if you are outside Canada, you focus on small cities and rural areas. Once you are here in Canada, then it's a different ball game altogether. So that was my third tip. The fourth tip that I'm sharing with you is apply for jobs that are in demand. I did a video, I think towards the end of last year, and I was sharing with you guys the occupations that are in demand as of 2022, 2023. If you haven't watched that video, then you need to go and watch it and see the kind of occupations or the kind of skills that Canada is looking for. Of course, the skills vary from one province to another. So that's why, again, it's important sometimes even to go on provincial websites and look for jobs from there. Besides the two job search websites that I mentioned, the Job Bank, Canada Indeed, you can also go to provincial websites and look for job postings there. When it comes to rural areas, I shared already with you guys the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program that has about 11 communities that are participating in that program. So you can use those communities also to find jobs. Go on the community's website, they post jobs over there, and you can be able to apply for jobs. Learn a skill. It might take 1 or 2 years after you realize whatever is on demand in that province or that community. You will find that many skilled tradespeople, they have high chances of finding jobs here in Canada. Plumbers, electricians, and other skilled trades. Cooking, if you are in the food service industry, chefs also, they stand high chances of finding opportunities here in Canada from outside. Another important tip that I can share with you guys when it comes to finding a job here from outside is learn French. Recently, you'll find that Canada has been trying to attract, people who can speak French. Even through the Express Entry program, you will find that as the program continues, Canada is going to give more preference and priority to people who are French speakers. So imagine if you are fluent in English and you are also able to speak and understand French, then it means you stand higher chances of finding a job from outside Canada when you put that on your resume, because Canada wants to attract French speakers into the country. One other tip that I can give also, guys, is why don't you enter Canada through a visitor's visa or tourist visa if the funds are there? So you come to Canada as a visitor or you come to Canada as a tourist, and when you get a tourist or visitor's visa, you can stay in Canada for 6 months. 6 months is long enough for you to be able to make those job applications, attend interviews. It's not illegal for you to attend even job fairs, get to meet employers and understand what they are looking for. And you are also even able to attend interviews physically and share with employers your skills and experience. Once you get a job offer, then you can be able to go back home and apply for a work permit. They used to allow people to convert their visitor's visa to work permit during COVID-19, but right now, if you find a job, I don't think you can apply for a work permit from inside Canada. Another last tip, and this one I think it's very important also, is that you can go on the Canadian government website. I'm going to share the link in the comment section. The Canadian government website, guys, it lists all the employers that got positive labor market impact assessment in the from 2014, if I'm not mistaken. So you can go open the link that I'm going to share in the comment section and then get to know the companies that recently got a positive LMIA. If you are familiar with finding a job here in Canada, I think by now you know that for you to be hired, a company has to get a positive LMIA. This is a labor market impact assessment that proves to the Canadian government that we are hiring a foreign worker because we could not hire a Canadian permanent resident or citizen. So if you want to know about companies who got a positive labor market impact assessment recently in the past year or in the past 2 or 3 years, you open that link, go and search. If you are looking for farm work jobs, then you are looking for companies that hire farm workers, and then you search those companies on Google. Know more about the organizations, the kind of culture in the organization, and then write letters, cover letters, submit your resume, and find out if there are any job opportunities. Even if there are no job opportunities right now, but the fact that the company has been hiring foreign workers, it means they are likely to keep on doing that because maybe they depend on foreign workers to fulfill their labor needs. So guys, I hope this is going to help you as you continue your job search and as you continue to pursue that Canadian dream. May this year bring all your dreams to fulfillment, and I hope you good things in 2023. Stay blessed, guys. I'll meet you next time.